Hi, chat. Happy Monday. I checked to make sure it was Monday. I don't know why, even though I've heard it's Monday all day. It's like, is it Monday? I don't quite remember at the moment. But yes, happy Monday. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are and the weather's nice. It's weird here. It was cold and sleeting on Saturday. And now it's like in the high 60s, low 70s. And it's lovely outside. It's supposed to rain at some point, so they say. But it hasn't happened yet. Monday Night Genshin, yes. We're gonna get raw up in the waifus. Oh, wait. Wait. That wasn't right. Wait. Let's... Wait, no. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Anyway, let's go play some Genshin. Let's go do things, because we have to go meet people today, because there is absolutely 100% Idori Festival stuff to do. Brand new act has opened, so we have to go meet a friend that we haven't seen in a while. And I'm also going to do Theater Mechanicus. I'm going to show Rock how to do it, because Show of Force opened today, and that's the one you need for Xingqiu. So many click-throughs, oh my gosh. So I will be showing that so everybody can see that. Crash course, so da-da. And this popped up, so we have something's going on here. Uh-oh. So we have continuation of the chasm. I hope everything's okay. I'm gonna go stand in the docks in Rito because we're getting close to 7 and yeah, that's gonna kick off at some point. He asked me very nicely, he was like, can you please show me how Theater Mechanicus works, because I figured it out last night after stream. I was like, hey, this is important to understand. So there's just an update, there's no event, we have mail. This should be my teapot. Yes! Here's my Serena teapot compensation. Oh boy. Yay. What time is it? It's 5:37, so we're just gonna kick that up a little bit. No but. So I think it's tomorrow. Okay, alright, hold on. Hold. Confirm. Well, I was kind of hoping I could cheese it since I like came in the game in the middle of the night, that it would be like, hey, like pre-midnight, and then it would just flip over tomorrow and it would be tomorrow, but that's not how this game works. So here we are. Hey, look, there's a boat.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go.
We have to find
The
Kazuo.
arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today?
Yep, Paimon, it sure does. Where is he? Kazuo, goddammit, did you get off the ship already? There he is! Kazuo! Hi! Are you still wanted? Is this gonna be a problem?
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
We didn't expect to see you either. Returning as a guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
Guess you got the legal
I
situation
was a little
sorted
surprised
out.
myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me. I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared. I only heard a splash come from below the pier.
It's the paper
Even though
person.
I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Huh. How did you know?
Well, you see, what had happened was...
Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Can we see it, please?
Sure. Here it is. Please, have a look.
Okay. Akihito. Long have I been famed, and since my youth I had great ambition. I stamped every new verse with a scarlet seal, and thus I was known to all. But last year, when we presented our verses, mine was found to be taken from poets past. For the theft and deception, I was banished into the wilderness. The 5 radiant lights shall never be again. Ah, the tides do shift. Appropriate for Kazuha.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him. The story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled. Well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Well, you know, the other stories weren't exactly that
I
much better.
don't think there's
Paimon.
anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
Yeah, but you flipped her the
According to
bird.
story, Akihito was exiled by the shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Kazuha literally rebelled publicly against the shogun during the Vision Hunt Decree and the Sakura Decree, so while he technically did not do anything wrong, he still did something wrong. So the seal mentioned in story, maybe it can help Xingqiu?
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly.
We didn't,
right?
but
In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution.
hey.
While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time. If you wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
This is actually... No, this is not the
That's
first
an
time
idea.
meeting Kazuha.
Quick, let's go tell Albedo.
You meet Kazuha for Beta's quest. But I think this is the first time of like spending any like real time with him. Okay, so before we do all that, since we went to go pick Kazuha up, let's go do our dailies really quickly, and then we'll continue on with the 5K soon. Get those taken care of, because, you know, reasons. Oh shit, this is the wrong setup. I was doing something else with this, and I don't have Iota-win.
Very well.
Bitch.
I shall put my...
Yeah, put duty aside, whatever. Come on, let's go. Come on, Mr. Suit Man, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Gather!
I think they're like right here.
Another test subject. Done.
Ah.
Freeze! I will have order.
Oh wait, no, not that, not that, not that!
Speed of light.
Hold on, busy!
Cut to the chase.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time. Stabilize. Mind the deluge. Be still.
Okay, backed up. But the archer still mattered us, so whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. Yay, we did it. Okay. Yes, and I'm in the process of uploading the last video to YouTube, just in case anybody's curious, so we should be all up to date on YouTube videos. Ding. Except for today's, which will go up tomorrow. I just kind of got lazy and didn't want to do it, so I didn't do it. Nothing wrong in that. Oh, I had to fight them anyway. That's hilarious.
Stabilize.
Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Score. See, he just knew. They just knew how to wait their turn, that's all. Awesome. Okay. So, next.
Gather. This is order. Cascade. You can't run. I will end you.
Positive.
Kamisato on. Suiyu. Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Yeah, cascade.
You hurt my eye also. You're rude. Okay, we go to the safe place. Behave. Okay. There's a challenging conflict, which is weird. You'll see. Okay, all right. What do you mean there's a challenge conflict? Okay, are we doing the patterns or are we doing the dyes? Dude, the guy from the Fey and Commerce Guild is here. He could talk to you about this. Oh, we're doing the patterns today. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. There was a minor challenge that got in the way from continuing on with the story challenge of the day. Okay, alright, interesting. I would be curious to see what it is, because as far as I'm aware, outside of the chasm, I'm all caught up. It's like a 1 minute speed. Well, we do not like speed bumps here. We do not believe in the speed bumps here. We get to feed a puppy! Hi, puppy! You're so cute. Here, you may have one of my 141 fowl because you are adorable.
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient size.
Pleasant surprise.
We're gonna go see Taro while we're here. Because reasons. Hi, Taru! Hi, Taru! Who's a good boy? Waiting for the day that you can pet the dogs and the cats. That would be nice. Hi, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Why do new explorers make the same
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Claim. Claim. Minute. Official. Okay. Right, we're good to go.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono.
So now we have to go find Albedo, which I think is down in Rito. This doesn't kick anything off, then... Actually, what I'm gonna go do before we attempt to go find Albedo... I think that the boat's still there. That's nice. Let me do the Theater Mechanicus thing. So, Rock, are you ready? As you can tell, I didn't try this one. Okay. Alright, so the whole point of this is that you get all of this to set your thing up. You get to set your stage up, I should say. So you have Pyro, Frost, and Hydro. This thing shoots arrows, and I think that's a bomb. So for these, it's a 0 of 120. So you have up to 120 of these for selections to set your stuff up. So for this, you can do Rippling Reflections, gains a new ability, periodically unleashes Torrent Rings, can occur every 20 seconds, and each one has a cost. So this one is 40. Let me do that one. Glacial Bloom. Unleashes Ice Mist every 25 seconds. Nah, don't need that. Let's go with that. Let's see. Physical resistance. Let's do that. Tandem Mine. That's good. And then good. Okay. All right. So I haven't spent 120. I only did 100 on this one. It's up to you what you want to pick, how you want to do things. From what I found, hey Matt, this doesn't really matter. This setup doesn't matter because you can't do any kind of elemental damage, and best I can tell, you can't do any kind of physical damage. You can only beat people back. But if other people had a different experience, let me know. But the best I can tell, the party doesn't matter in this, so you can take whoever and it's okay. So alright. So this is your playing field. So you are defending this. Okay? The giant blue thing. So for this particular map, your enemies are coming from over here. So they come from the two little things. So the best that you want to do is set up the playing field so that you're defending from your attackers. Your field is already preset. From what I found, it makes no sense to move any of this stuff. Because if you deconstruct it, for example, you can dismantle it, and here it'll give me 80 back, but in the past it's only been giving me 20 because I chose the card that will give me more back. But it costs 100 to put this stuff down. To put these down, and then these are 25. So you're taking a loss if you decide to move them. So it makes no sense to do that. So for this, and just to explain it, I have 6 of 14 things down. There's 56 enemies, I think, and then I have 600 points to put stuff down. So we're gonna do one of those. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a loss on that. And then, since these are 25. Now the other problem is I'm leaving myself open over here, but I'm kind of relying on the fact that all of this stuff over here is gonna work, because I only have 30 points left. So, but there's a trick to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the wave. Right. Yeah, okay, so once you end the construction phase and start the wave, characters cannot directly deal damage in this stage. How you position and employ your Mechanici is key to defeating the incoming enemies. That is important. So it doesn't matter who you bring in. You can't do anything to them. You can push them back, but that's about it. So just so you guys can kind of see. So you have waves. And as you can see, I'm relying on mainly these forms of defense. But now I've left myself wide open. I'm not sure why they're running around in circles. I'm confused. Now you can as you get more points, you can update your Mechanici, and you can add stuff. Now you can hold them in place, so your stuff does get the attack. So you can come up here and... Yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage here. And I'm basically just trying to hold it in place to allow the stuff to get to it. Do I have anything left that I can put down? I don't think so. Yeah, invalid points. Okay. And right now I'm trying to get to 1500, which is what I need for this. So once I get to 1500, I'm good. But this is kind of it. This is how it works. Now, people are obviously more successful on it. The maps are all different. And you just kind of like try to defend as best you can, but ultimately you're relying heavily on the devices. To do what you need them to do. So I think they have to run around. I haven't seen anything really big come through yet. I don't know if anything big's coming through. Why is that on fire? Oh, there's something big. Because I knew there's big stuff that's coming. Like, I like some of the other ones better because you can like drop a bridge, you can move bridges and that kind of thing, and that helps you defend against like the bigger enemies like those, because obviously this stuff just does not do enough damage and you can't really stop it. So unless you like really front load your stuff here, there's nothing you can do. And as you can see, pretty much all my defenses are gone. So, that's great. That's awesome. Everything I put down is gone. Yay! So, 2055, not bad. So that is Theater Mechanicus. It's okay once you figure it out. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but it works. Oh wait, I didn't want that one. I want this one. So that should take care of that. I may go back and try to get this stuff because there's these and there's Primos. So, at least try to get the Primogem portion of it. Because, you know, Primos, but at the same time it's like, I don't know. Because I'm not that fond of it. I don't necessarily enjoy it, so... So that takes care of that. Alright, so let's go find Albedo. Did that make sense, Rock?
Welcome to the magnificent Nagori.
Hi, Albedo.
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho.
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution. A stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. However...
Is there another problem?
Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
What was the roadblock? I'm just curious. Aw, it's where Ito got poisoned. Aw. I'm going to Uyu restaurant. Talk to somebody who's at the painting. I don't remember talking to anybody at the painting, but I could have. Okay, so I think I heard they're upstairs. Yes. Oh, this has changed. Normally there's rooms. Normally there's a room here that you can get in. They changed this. But there's the book.
Yes, that's it, Jinyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore. I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shicho's already zombified.
Why don't they just have him pre-sign the books?
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier. Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think. All right, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
You're welcome.
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book. But if we adopted Calx's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event. And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
I wish I had his
Yes,
stamina.
and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
In that case, I shall contact the other 2 authors participating in the new release event.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
You deserve
My
it, girl.
pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Jinyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here. The books that Jinyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the I Publishing House.
We did it! The event is saved!
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
Leave Uyu restaurant. Okay. Everybody else took off, so...
So many lively young customers recently.
Ah, they're all outside.
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Uh-oh, here comes...
Traveler, there you are.
Hi, I'm here with my harem.
Aka and Venti. That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand. This bard just happened to be close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two. But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before. Here's the paper. Please have a look.
The Five Cossin Splendors, Susie's Ohm. I submerged the verses into clear water and the truth did emerge. Short, sweet, to the point.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page. The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear." Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
So, shall we give it a whirl? It just so happens that there's a pond nearby.
There's a sewer.
Water from hot springs has magical powers to heal your body and soul.
Textiles and kimonos it is.
Oh, we going over here. Okay, alright.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper! Let Paimon see what it says.
Alright. Going over his poetry, I found that the plagiarized piece did not have his scarlet seal. I submerged the verses into clear water and the truth did emerge. The true verses were not washed away, but the text of that despicable crime faded. Oi Oki ni... I can't say it, sorry. Passed me by just as he was writing a verse for Akihoto. One storm had yet to settle and it was already time to write new poems.
Story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the shogun, surely one of those 2 methods was used to protect it.
Except it wasn't.
But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
So it wasn't written by him.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up!
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits. Kazuha, Ayaka, would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
That's a good call, seeing as she's
Yes,
your patron's
as would I.
sister.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
There's 5 though. There's 5. I realized I don't have a camera.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akahito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
That was cool. Pretty. Aww. Why'd you guys show him tied up?
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out.
Who did it?
One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuranushi, right? It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Oh! Have you really not noticed?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard!
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, it was completely obvious.
Oh.
He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akahito. What? Kuranushi?
Yep.
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 Kasen.
But why did he frame him?
Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
Oh, okay.
A is also not a poetry person.
To get it now.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuranushi? In our world?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him!
Hey, Kazuha.
Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Apologies for making a wild assumption, But has the story of the five Kasen reminded you of anything?
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family. I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
No, share.
We're all friends here, Kazuha. You
I
can
off is
always
your
tell us
cousin.
whatever's on your mind.
It's fine.
Kaedehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
Ooh.
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy, so there isn't any harm in it.
Are you sure about that?
However, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden. As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs, and Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Aminoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaedehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation. My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Teyvat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Ooh, we like those.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young.
Oh?
Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well.
Oh, snap.
After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow. I will tell you everything I know then.
Okay. All right. So we have the second act story right here, and then we have the floral courtyard right here. So those should be unlocked. Yes. Okay. So this is the sword fighting. This is the fleurs. And we have to come back at what, noon tomorrow? We're just gonna go ahead and do that now. Wait, they said noon, didn't they? Is it like noon on the dot?
Ah.
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drink.
I'm not seeing anything, so okay, alright. So let's go do this. Is it out there? Oh yeah, it's out there. What are you doing out there, sir? Ah! What's up, dude? By the way, it should be noted that one of Ayato's voice lines talks about Kazuha specifically and how Ayato has been keeping Kazuha out of jail. Fine. See, I knew this area was going to be used for fighting. I knew it. It's also raining. Hi, sir. You're very tall. Wait, what? No, sir, I have not. Can you please clarify? Did you? Where did you put them? Thank you, Paimon. Thank you. No weapons or fighting nonsense. Ayato said no. He's like, we're not having explosions, we're not having fighting, we're not having anything like that. We are just literally having books. And poisoning Ito with beans. Apparently we have a formidable spirit. I would hope so, after all we've been through in this game. I mean, I'm gonna get a new parry mechanic out of it, so sure. Okay. So each of the warriors you will face during the Clash of Lone Blades has a different set of sword techniques, including ordinary techniques and exceedingly powerful but less often used hone techniques. After speaking with your challenger, you can check your opponent's hone techniques via the menu to better understand their skills and make it easier to emerge victorious. You will be unable to use elemental skills or bursts during these duels, but you will obtain a new ability known as a parry. When using this skill, the traveler will raise their weapon in a defensive stance, greatly decreasing damage taken. Parry has a fixed cooldown. If you get the timing right and parry just as your opponent is striking, you can completely eliminate any, I think that should be completely, any damage that would be done to you and will reset the parry's cooldown. Completing such a perfect parry against an ordinary technique will grant you 1 stack of Valor, and a perfect parry against a honed technique will grant you 3 stacks. Max 3 stacks. Valor stacks ensure that your next attack will be a crit hit, dealing massive damage to your opponent. All Valor stacks will be consumed by this crit hit, and the damage dealt increases based on the number of Valor stacks possessed. When each warrior is about to use their hone techniques, their weapon will shine brightly. Perfect parry these techniques to unleash powerful counterattacks and deal damage to your opponents. Okay? So, I guess I'm talking to this guy? Yes. Hi there, sir. Yeah. Okay. So we have Serious, Dire, Perilous. We're gonna go with Serious. So his hone techniques, he can perform a fierce thrusting attack. If you perform a perfect parry against this thrust, you will deal immense counterattack damage. Okay, so good to know. So how do I parry? What is it bound to?
Let's get down to business.
Okay, so that's how you parry. Go, Jolie, go! Okay, that's cool.
My blade.
Okay, alright, that's cool. So let's try it again. So is it the same hone technique? Okay. Start. I like how they put the parry on in like an easier spot.
Feel my blade.
Miss.
How's this?
I want my regular sword.
My blade.
I'm parrying, I think? Or I thought?
How's this? My blade.
I'm parrying, but he's still getting me.
This.
Okay. Cool. Let us begin. Oh, that's not fair. Missed that. The parry's a little awkward.
Say no more!
I missed.
More! Boom!
Okay. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. The parry's a little awkward, like the way that it works, but it's not terrible. Okay, I need that quest. Ooh, we get one of the little dolls that I could put in my teapot, except my teapot doesn't work. Sad. Okay, claim. 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 Cool! Alright, so we have 2, 3. Okay, so that unlocks tomorrow, so we can do that tomorrow together. Awesome. So we're supposed to go... I'm confused. I thought we were supposed to meet Cosmo there at noon. Is that what he said? Was anybody paying attention? Oh, there's Sarah.
The 5 Kasen Plaza is significantly less crowded now, but it's still too early to relax. This is a serious matter, and we must remain vigilant. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Damn right, you put some respect on that.
Hey, Sarah!
Oh, it's you. Do you have something to report?
About the stolen books.
It's fine, as long as it's been taken care of. This is my duty. I don't see it as an inconvenience. The Tenryou Commission has a responsibility to ensure public order and security during the Iridori Festival. If anything comes up, come to me.
Oh, you look really busy. Has something serious happened?
Nothing serious, really. We've just received a lot of reports in the past few days over things like line cutting, reselling goods at inflated prices, even troublemakers hogging the photo board. All minor incidents, but it all adds up to create a lot of work for a lot of people.
Yeah, about the photo board, we took care of that.
Still,
Tomo
I take the
poisoned a
fact
guy.
that so many people are turning to us for assistance as a sign that the Tenryou Commission is gradually regaining the people's trust.
And that Ayato doesn't want to deal with it.
Shogun gave us orders to provide security at the Iridori Festival. This is a rare chance to change people's perception of the Tenryou Commission, so we cannot afford to slip up. Even if it's tiring work, we must rise to the challenge.
Well, no matter how busy you are, at least you still found some time to come here and buy an Almighty Shogun figurine, right? We want to buy one too!
What do you mean, figurine? I'm just patrolling these parts. In fact, I was just about to leave.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
No need to be shy. Actually, Miko told us that you got up super early this one time to make sure you could be the first in line to buy one of these figurines.
That Lady Gucci, how could she disclose... Never mind.
She talks shit about everybody.
To be
you should
clear,
know this.
I have no intention to hide that which I do out of reverence alone. But there is one thing you must be corrected on.
Uh-huh.
Oh? What is it?
That is not a figurine. It's a statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder. Do I make myself clear?
Almighty Got it.
This particular statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, is a brand new addition. There will only be 300 available in this batch, and there is a limit of 1 per customer. Many people have been lining up since well before dawn to acquire one. I'm afraid if you're only showing up now, you're probably too late.
Oh, really? So you definitely must have gotten here pretty early too then. Did you manage to get one yet?
Normally, of course, I would come to purchase one myself. But on this occasion, my duties at the Iridori Festival had to take priority. We are required to report for duty long before the shops open. It is regrettable, but I had no choice but to forego the chance this time.
You're a government official, you can't, you know, get one?
So instead, I had someone purchase one on my behalf.
Oh, right! Wait, you can do that? Didn't you say they're limited to 1 per customer? This figurine is super popular. It must be pretty tough to find someone happy to buy one for you and not for themselves.
I anticipated the same at first, but Lady Guji Yae found a professional to assist me, saying she appreciated our tireless efforts during the festival period. I don't know who the professional is. I assume it would be either someone from the Grand Narukami Shrine or from the Yashiro Commission, but I did not ask. Given the time, I believe they should have completed the purchase by now.
Oh no.
I am fortunate to have had Lady Guji's help this time. I likely would have struggled to find a candidate on my own. As well as being willing, they would need to be an early riser, and also tall enough to beat the crowds to the top shelf items.
Early riser and tall.
What was that sound?
Probably just win.
Really? Well, never mind. I've been here long enough. It's time for me to head to my next patrol zone. Stay safe during the Iridori Festival.
I saw you. Sayu, honey, you gotta learn how to hide your tail.
Uh-oh, you found me. Sayu, what are you doing here? Oh, wait! Are you the professional? Shh, quiet. She might still be in earshot.
Sayu, who you been slacking off again?
No way. I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine. But after waiting and waiting, my eyes started to feel real droopy. And I only meant to take a short nap, a really quick one.
So in short, she overslept.
Oh, if I don't buy one of these figurines, the 10-year commission Tengu will lock me up for life. Sheesh. Goodness knows what Miko told you. I guess my only hope now is to sacrifice my salary for this month and buy one off of someone who got here in time. Really? Great! Then, here's my salary. Please don't spend it all.
Aww. I mean, there's a bunch right here. Can't I just buy one?
Huh, you didn't manage to get one either? That's strange. When I came to line up this morning, I checked with my friend who'd already bought one. She'd been lining up since before sunrise, and she was around the 100th in line. I was only 150 places behind her, so surely I should have gotten one. Something's wrong here. I'm gonna go ask the shopkeeper for an explanation.
Especially she's got some on display.
Festivals always attract so many people.
After coming all this way to Inazuma, And especially getting up early, I still walk away empty-handed. The first batch was smaller than I expected. And who knows when the next batch will come out? Well, since I'm here now, I guess I should buy some other souvenir instead.
Make sure you get in line early to buy.
Why so glum? Didn't manage to get your hands on a statue of Her Excellency, the almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder, by any chance? Sell it? Huh. I ain't selling. Not after all the effort I put in to get a hold of this. Go ask someone else.
I can't believe it. I am definitely done for this time.
Should we give her money back?
A whole load of people are saying they didn't manage to get one. Did the shopkeepers get the count wrong or something? Oh, why don't we go ask at Apekasu? Might as well. I guess there's nothing to lose.
So, what's the point of the story again?
Terribly sorry. I was otherwise occupied this morning and had someone else watch the shop. So I don't know all the details, but according to our records, we did sell the full 300.
So somebody bought.
Hey, what about those ones at the back? Aren't they for sale?
I'm sorry, those are display only. Please don't be too disappointed. We're only selling a limited number of these statues at the festival, and this was only the first batch. Please rest assured, you will all have the chance to purchase one in the future.
But when will the next batch be ready? Also, this poor guy came all the way from Mondstadt. He got here earlier than me and was at least 50 places ahead of me.
So he's next to your friend?
Even he didn't get one. How do you explain these numbers?
Look, I don't know a whole lot about Inazuman festivals, but they do seem to have sold out pretty quickly.
I'm terribly sorry, but I've triple-checked the sales records for this morning, and everything seems to be accounted for.
So somebody bought more than they should have.
Why don't we get the Tenryou Commission to investigate this?
The Tenryou Commission? No way.
Sorry, who are you?
Oh, are you saying this falls under the Yashiro Commission's jurisdiction?
Yeah, it does. We will follow up on this matter, so there's no need to go to the Tenryou Commission. They're busy enough as it is.
Oh god.
That's weird. How come Sayu's so motivated to work all of a sudden?
Because she's gonna go to jail.
If the Tenryou Commission finds out about this, Kujo Sarah will come ask me about it. And then she'll find out that I didn't buy her figurine. And... Anyway, we can't get the Tenryou Commission involved. Not unless there's no other way.
Huh. Well, since someone's already on the case, I suppose I'll just wait for the findings.
Since I came all this way and didn't get a figurine, I guess I might as well look at what else is available.
Thank you both for your understanding. We will make an announcement as soon as the results of the investigation come out.
So we're supposed to be investigating, but we don't have any leads at all. Oh, maybe the customers really did make a mistake with the count. If only we had a witness who'd been here the whole time.
You mean like the person who was selling the whole time?
You mean me? Sorry, I was asleep. Did I hear anything? Let me think.
I'll take these, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Thank you. Patronage. Oh yeah! Now I remember. I heard thank you for your patronage over and over again this morning. Huh? How many times? 300? I got it. There were at least 16 snores between each. Thank you for your patronage. That's not how you count it! 16 snores should be about 1 minute. And if we add on the time for moving the boxes and stocking the shelves...
This is one really weird ass word problem.
Right. Sales only started about 4 hours ago, so there's definitely a problem with the amount.
Somebody bought more than they should have.
Which means, even though I only woke up just now, I still have a chance of getting my hands on one. Maybe. Well, anyway, maybe I failed my mission because a bad guy did something tricky, not because I was being lazy.
Nice try.
So then, who's the bad guy? Well, the shop was pretty strict with this promotion. Not only was there a 1 per customer limit, they even checked people's identity.
How?
So there's no way anyone could have bought more than one.
Are driver's licenses a thing in here? How would they track your identity? Do you have like a passport or something?
And with SARS people patrolling the area, no one could have cut the line, right? If someone was up to no good, they'd definitely try to find a way to sell the figurines at a higher price. Let's go ask the guy who says he had to put in a lot of effort to get a hold of one. Maybe he knows something.
Huh? You want to know how I got my hands on the statue? Dream on!
Huh? Why? It's not like we're trying to buy yours off you.
It's a no, okay? No more questions.
Huh? How come?
How did you know?
Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, we are professionals.
Okay, fine. Since you guessed it anyway. But let me be clear. Don't spread this around. I came here bright and early to line up, but the first batch of statues sold out almost immediately. I wasn't very happy about that. So, I went around to the back door of a Pegasus to see if I could find a shop assistant to ask about when the next batch would be coming out. To my surprise, I saw him moving boxes and boxes worth of statues out of the store. Needless to say, I was all ready to march up and demand to know what was going on. But, well, yes. But I paid the shop assistant full price for it, so it was still a legitimate transaction.
It's not for you to decide whether it was a legitimate transaction or not.
Oh, shit.
Huh? It's the Tenryo Commission?
The Tenryo Commission has received reports that someone has been hoarding goods to resell at extortionate prices. Now, these are not classed as strategic materials, so some amount of price fluctuation is expected in the market. However, it is against the law for a staff member to abuse their position to forge sales records and misappropriate goods. We have already investigated the situation at a Peikusu. The sales records are correct, but in the cash box, there are 2 bags in which most of the cash has been replaced with stones.
Oh.
But how can this be?
Please hand over your statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, as evidence. We will compensate you for your loss once we catch the individual responsible.
Fine. So this guy was cooking the books. Never saw that coming.
You guys figured this out pretty quickly, Sarah.
In fact, we were only just tipped off. We're still working on the logistics of the arrest operation. Who's this?
Yikes! I've been spotted.
Oh, you must be the professional Lady Guji hired. I was just wondering why I hadn't seen you yet.
We were investigating the missing figurines. Oh, I mean, statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
It's such a mouthful.
Is that so? Then thank you. The Tenryo Commission will take over from here. Rest assured, we will get to the bottom of the matter.
She didn't get one.
statue.
Really? Thank you. So, where is the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Agosho, God of Thunder?
Oh, yeah. Sayu spent the whole night investigating the staff. So, by the time she got back, she was just too late to buy one. Yeah, right. I definitely would have made it back in time to buy one, if only it hadn't been for someone stealing the statues.
I see. So in the end, you did not manage to purchase a statue, correct?
I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. The criminal is the one responsible here. The important thing now is to devise a plan to bring him to justice as swiftly as possible.
How do you know what to do?
According to the intelligence, the suspect has already started reselling the statues near the festival venue. But he is lying low and operating very discreetly. If we confront him head-on, he's likely to destroy the evidence and dash. Instead, we will seek to quietly surround him. But in order to achieve this, we will require one person to approach and distract him.
Ooh, I can do that.
Since you've spent the whole night thoroughly investigating this situation, I can think of no one else more suitable to gain his trust than you. Would you be willing to help the Tenryou Commission one final time?
I don't think it's gonna be one final time, sure.
Right. Leave it to us.
Welcome home,
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
We'll go investigate that later. Hi there, sir. How are you?
Who introduced you? I'm trying to keep a low profile here, so I'm afraid I don't take any new business except for referrals by existing customers. That guy. Fine. He did technically buy from me, I suppose. But let me be clear. This product is highly sought after right now. I can't sell to you at the same price he paid.
The price has gone up again? But it's only been a few hours.
Well, you can take it or leave it. Believe me, there's plenty more room for upwards mobility on the price. It just so happens to be in my interest to get these off my hands sooner rather than later. Besides, good luck trying to find anyone else out there selling.
We gotta keep negotiating as long as we can.
I don't have time for this. Just name your price.
Soon, if even 16K.
Deal. Let's schedule a time for you to pick up the product.
Hold on. Paimon thinks that the price is still a little too high.
You think that's high? It'll be at least double that in a few days. You think this is a game or something? If you're not serious about buying, quit wasting my time. I should be moving on to my next location by now, not stuck here arguing with you.
The next location you move to will be the police station. You are under arrest for abusing your position for personal gain and falsifying accounts. Do not attempt to resist. The evidence is indisputable.
The Tenryou Commission? When did you... Wait, all that negotiating.
Stick 'em up!
Oh my god.
Thank you for your help. The culprit has revealed the location where he stashed the statues, and we have sent people to collect them.
Great! So once Epekusu has counted the goods and stuffed the shelves, we can get back in the line to buy one, right? This time, I must complete my mission.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. The stolen goods will have to be kept as evidence at the police station for some time. They will not be available for purchase in the immediate future.
Boo.
Paimon can't believe it!
But you
I
can,
would be
like...
grateful if you could inform the shopkeeper about this. I should return to the station and see how things are going.
You can't, like, slide us one?
Sarah didn't say anything. She seemed a little disappointed, don't you think? Aww. Is there really nothing we can do?
I mean, I can hold her up at sword point. Hi. You have, like, a bunch in here. Can I just buy one?
I see. Thank you. We'll make a compensation plan and announce it as soon as possible. Wait, hold on. Although this statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, was only intended as a display item, now that I think about it, why don't you have it? As a gesture of my gratitude.
Hey,
After
freebie!
all, it was our negligence that caused trouble for you all on this occasion. This is just a small gift, a mere token, but I do hope you can accept it.
Really? Sounds good. As long as we give this to Sarah, my mission will be completed. Uh-oh. I've been so nervous all day.
Sayu,
And now
Sayu,
I can
focus.
finally relax. I feel really tired all of a sudden. Please, take this figurine to the police station. Sayu, signing out.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Oh, Sayu. By the way, before we go up to the police station, we need to talk about this real quick. Can we talk about how this looks like Venti and D-Luke? I think the smaller figure is supposed to be Singcho, but like the taller figure looks like D-Luke. Can we just discuss this? Just a smidge. With the red hair? You don't see it? The long red hair? The pouty expression? Oops. They weren't there when I did that. I don't know, I get D-Luke vibes off of it. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah, look what we brought you!
Oh. Is this?
We just grabbed it and came straight here. But now that Paimon takes a closer look at it, it's really well made.
Of course. This is a prototype designed by Yae Publishing House's top artist and crafted by the most skilled lacquerware master in Inazuma City. Otherwise, how could one hope to capture even 1,000th of the almighty Shogun's majesty?
She's gonna
Let
fangirl.
alone maintain it. To do that, you must buy a special kind of shrine and worship it properly.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's also essential to clean it often to avoid a buildup of dust, and it's best practice to hire a craftsman to perform
Sarah?
regular maintenance.
Sarah. Turn around.
What's wrong? These are the 5 principles for maintenance of the statue of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder. And I haven't even finished explaining the first one.
Because
I never knew there was such a fuss over these tiny figurines. I'm surprised Miko never mentioned it to me.
Your Excellency, this is most unexpected.
I had some spare time, so I decided to come out for a stroll. Oh, did you buy this figurine yourself?
It was her.
Hey, what?
Yep, it was me.
Huh. I didn't know you liked little trinkets like these.
Your Excellency.
I have a teapot.
I've yet to finish the defense arrangements for the Iridori Festival. Please excuse me.
She's gonna go freak out.
Very well. Thank you.
Take the statue with you.
Watching Sarah leave, she looked kinda sad.
I have another such figurine in Tenshukaku, a sample sent by Yae Publishing House. I don't need it, so I think I'll gift it to you. I shall not go back on my word. I have committed to giving it to you. What you choose to do with it is your business. You're quite free to give it to somebody else, if you wish.
Thanks, Mom.
Or to save you the trouble, I can have someone from Tenshukaku deliver it directly. But, of course, your name will have to be written as the sender.
Why does all this have to be so complicated?
Good. I'll have someone attend to this shortly. Oh, and I wish you a pleasant and enjoyable Irodori Festival.
Hey, we got something for the teapot that we can't put in a teapot because the teapot's broken. But we got something for it, so poggers, I guess. So how are we doing on the special invitation? Wait. Oh, is it 1,500 on both? Oh. Okay. So now we just have floral courtyard, so let's go do that. Oh, I can't walk this in. She's on retail. Back and forth, back and forth. Sure. I don't think meat rolls are what she's talking about, Paimon. Sure. Okay. We're gonna be florists, y'all. We're doing it for the beauty of the floral arts. Oh. The purple sakura lies what in the what? Okay. Following tradition, florists use violet branches as a floral scene and combine it with the 5 or more Inazuman flowers beneath them. Or I'm sorry, beneath them both lies a base of pure white sand, which adds a touch of perfection to the potted courtyard. Da-da! Okay.
Come on, don't be upset.
Oh, we're getting bases. Ooh, fancy. I saw a Mondstadt one. In the floral courtyard, you need to follow the florist Fushizome's themes to create a specific floral courtyard. If you are unable to solve the puzzle within a certain time, you will gain more detailed guidance on how to create the floral theme. Jeez! How many things are we getting for this?
Come on,
The floral courtyard is comprised of a main flower type, a floral scene, and a base, all of which you have a great number of materials to choose from. No shit. When you place the main flowers, you can choose from 3 height settings: high, medium, and low. Okay. The floral courtyard you get from completing the themed riddle can be placed inside your Serenity pot and customized. That's great if I can place things in my Serenity pot, which I can't. Hold on. Alex paying for it. Okay, so
Come on. Don't be upset.
what are you screaming about? Okay, so here we go. Construct floral courtyard. So base is base. Check floral theme. Okay. We're gonna snip this. Okay. So we need a sand base, floral scene. So following tradition, florists use violet branches, okay, and combine it with 5 or more Inazuma flowers. Beneath them both lies a base of pure white sand, which adds a touch of perfection, okay. So it's Inazuma flowers. Check floral theme. Swaying Shion. Okay, well. Since she told us what it is. Okay, so we got that right. So we need a front left, a champagne bloom, a short champagne bloom, front center, a medium height champagne bloom, front right, a short champagne bloom, back left, a medium height champagne bloom, back center, a tall champagne bloom, and back right, a tall champagne bloom. Hey, we did it because it told us how to do it. Ding. Awesome. So we get a new base? Cool. And 40 primos, which I will take. Locked, locked. Material archive. So many flares. Okay. So that's a fun little thing to do. I will say it's like, it's frankly easier to just wait for the clue than to sit there and try and figure it out, which is kind of sad, but that's like the easiest way to do that, I guess. So that takes care of all of that. In terms of the festival, I believe we are caught up. Yes. So tomorrow In theory, it unlocks tomorrow. In theory. They said that before, and then they made us wait an extra day. But tomorrow we get the Super Lucky General, which means we get Goru. I'm excited. I need Goru and Toma to interact. They won't, but I need it. So, with that, we're gonna go to the chasm, because I have that to do. And then I'm probably gonna be done for the night. Because there's wrestling, and I have to watch wrestling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was gonna say, where is she? This is a big place. It's about halfway down, if I recall. Ooh, that was close. In fact, I think that's it right there. By the way, I'm curious to know when they're going to release the Enkanomiya OST. That was rude. Because this music is very similar to Enkanomiya. It's up? Oh, yeah, that's right, it's up. Right, this is the weird one on top of the balcony. Oh, we found her. Shit.
Solidify! Be still. Cascade.
Cut to the chase.
I hate how much he said for.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Well, that was easy. Disappointed in us. No, 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 she's giving us story. She was trapped in the black mud when we found her. We got her out just in the nick of time. I paused you. Never mind that. What she needs now is rest. Could you help me deliver this bowl of soup to her while it's still hot? I'm not a very good cook, but I've had to take care of my fair share of minors, and no one's ever said my fare was bad. Well, I mean, it depends how hungry they were at the time that they got it. Alright, go then. See if she's any better. I have to tell Muting that she can't stay underground anymore. She's been banished. She's been banished to the above world. Where the hell is she? Oh, she's right here. You just got her in your tent? Awkward. I'm sorry. Paimon! Good lord, chill. Here. Have your soup. What's a bit? Like, what's a bit to you? Because I lost a lot of health saving your ass. I hope you realize that.
Coming from the mines has changed again.
Let's go run the domain. I haven't run that lately. Actually, no. Wait, shit. I don't need to do this. I need to do something else. Hold on. Before I forget, because I'm working on her, I need these. Okay, so these aren't today. Those are on Wednesday. That's a, what, 80? That's today. I can craft those. I'm not using her as much. I'm using Kaya. Sure, we'll do that. Mondstadt. No pyro.
I can't wait any longer!
Although I kind of want to bring Double Frost, but we'll see how this goes.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! You're toast! Don't blink! With sword comes shadow.
Solidify! I will have order.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh
Nowhere to hide.
Gather!
I hate how this kills your cooldown, or kills your specials. Really kind of annoying. But here we are. Didn't even get what I needed. God damn it.
Cut to the chase. Incoming. Nice and spicy.
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry.
Speed of light.
Gather!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Incoming.
Cool it.
Nowhere to hide.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Order guide you.
Just drop the whole planet on them. So I think that does it for me, because it's just going to take me a while and I have to go watch wrestling because, you know, Raw. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the content. If you did, please follow the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You can give me a follow on Twitter at Linsmward, LNSWRD. If you're interested in pro wrestling and you'd like to hear me talk about Monday Night Raw with my buddy Rock, you can tune in to twitch.tv/WTR Live at 11 o'clock tonight, directly after Monday Night Raw, so you can hear his take and my take on this show. And you can also use my creator code Linsmward in the Genshin Impact store or the Epic Game store, because you have, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, 7 days, 22 hours, 58 minutes until Ayato and Vinti and their weapons are gone until their next rerun. So definitely, if you're rolling, please use my creator code to get those crystal top-ups. I would appreciate it. And if you're saving for Ayaka, good on ya. I'm ready to go for Ayaka. I have not farmed for her yet, but I'm ready to go for her. So we'll farm her gradually, hopefully, if I get her. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, whether it's morning, even afternoon, or night. I will be live tomorrow about 6-ish p.m. So everybody tune in and check that out. We'll be doing more festival stuff and Chasm stuff if there's anything left. So talk to you then. Bye.